Hey guys, what's up? Today I'm bringing you a bit of a different video. I was going to play in the tournament for Mastering Terra, but my alarm didn't update to the correct time, so I ended up oversleeping, which sucks. I spent a lot of time on my lineup. But yeah, that lineup's useless now because there's gonna be a huge balance plan to January. So I'm gonna be reviewing this article on balance changes wish list and see what I agree with, what I don't agree with, and yeah, just give my overall thoughts. Um, yeah, I'm really looking forward to this balance patch. The meta right now is in a really good spot, but I mean, some buffs to shake things up, like a couple nerfs, couple buffs, they like could really help. And yeah, the meta's not in a bad spot at all, but no, bringing new decks into light is really cool. You know, knocking down some of the top hitters like Lee Sin would be really nice. And as you can see, I have Dragon is here, which I do think warrants a nerf as it single-handedly carries like Ionia control, and it's a really strong card. Aggro really hates to see it. Like I have the Dragon. If they draw like one or two eyes, sometimes it's game over. So um yeah. Um before I read this article, um things I expected to see maybe like Aphelios buffs. That champ's really weak right now. Shen maybe. Uh, Freljord buffs. Uh, and nerfs to Ari decks, Ari cannon decks. What else? Darkness is really good right now. Oh, Bandle City in general. Bandle City, like card generation is too good. Contrologist, I would like to see nerf. So yeah, that's my initial take on this. Yeah, let's see what this article says. Currently, we are in a metagame dominated by Temple, where Bandle and Ionia are the highest profile regions. Both are featuring great Temple tools and refill mechanics, which help them pressure their opponents long periods of time. Okay. Develop synergies along the way. Several of these tier 1 decks relying on regions. There are feelings that Bandles and Ionia need to be put back in line. Okay. Okay. Target and Bilgewater are looking good. Pantheon is just fate. Maybe like Pantheon to like the interaction where he gets summon and level up, like if you like feel to rush him out or thrush him out, he gets double the keywords. If you guys didn't know that, kind of nuts. Maybe that should go. But yeah, specifically the Pantheon Demacia decks are doing quite well. You could play them with Shyvana, Taric, Mono Pantheon even. Um, I could see them not getting tuned down a little bit. There's a Fate being decently represented. I think Just Fate's a fine card now. I do not think he's overtuned, but yeah, we'll see what they say about him. Lee Sin remains powerful as always. That deck should get him. Demacia, Freljord. Yep. I agree. Okay. Um, I think Shadow Isles before this has always had a tier 1 deck. I think it still has like a 1.5. Like Shadow Isles Fire Control will always be like there will always be like Anivia or Feel the Rush in the past War Mothers um, have been really good. And of course TLC, the Infamous TLC, has been really good. But yeah, we'll see. Opinions, yep, yeah, okay. All opinions. Don't attack whoever made this article. I think it was made by Den. Okay. Um. Okay. So one, rein in the tempo output of Ionia. Okay, let's just get to the cards. I have the dragon, no attune. I like this change. Yeah, it doesn't work with gifts. 2 mana. Yes, that means you have to tap under removal, playing it on turn 2. And yeah, gifts from the interaction from gifts on Beyond. I would like a good change if they don't remove a tune is make it I've seen maybe. I don't know if that's enough, but making it I've seen means gifts from Beyond just give you an instant dragon link at least, right? So yeah. Twin plus 3-0 or plus 0-2. I would like it to go to plus 2-0 or plus 2-0 or plus 0-2. I understand that like the attack's not that valued, but I think like it just fits the theme of the card more, right? And yeah, you're using the health way more, but honestly, the amount of times I play like elusives and this plus 3 like help me push lethal is like 1 in 10 games with that deck maybe, which is a lot. Like 10% of games is a lot. Even if it's 1 in 20, like that's what, like a like that's a good nerf. You just make it plus 2 or plus 2, yeah. It's like either an elixir. I guess now it'll be an elixir of wrath or an elixir of iron. Yeah, I could see this change going through. I kind of like it. It's better than bumping it back up to 3 mana, killing the card. Shellfolk is. Oh, I forgot Shellfolk. Oh, I did mention Bandle City, but Shellfolk is slowly overtaking Bandle City. Move the cost reduced by 1. I agree with that. Is that enough? Is that enough? Yeah, I didn't really come up with a good nerf for Shellfolk. My suggestion was -1 health or -2 health. So okay, because -1 health you can at least harpoon it with Bilgewater. Um, thermo hits like easier, and yeah, but you know this might be good. I would also like to see -1 health, but maybe that's too much. This is a good change. I really like this article so far. Update stat lines of some off. Ooh, this is a lot, champion. Okay, well, let's go for the start. Diana, this is fine. Jinx, 4-4, sure. Fiora, 2-3. Okay, I'm a big fan of Fiora, and I like Fiora back to a 3-3 here. Uh, like I know a lot of people that don't like Fiora, but bro, we have mini morph. Like, if Bandle City's seeing like this much play still, like Fiora as a 3-3 isn't gonna matter. Or like, it's gonna bring up her player significantly, but I don't know if it's enough to propel Fiora Shen or like, cause like we have Jarvan now. Like, is she gonna be buried in Jarvan? I think she probably will be, but will it be enough to propel them back to tier 1 status? I don't think so. Um, I think it's fine for Fiora to come back. I really love the alt win con. She has so much interaction in the game. Um, okay, Fiora's alt win con is fine to me. Like it sometimes sucks playing against, but like also I'm like slightly biased because I love Fiora in League. Or I like the pre-rework Fiora. I like post-rework Fiora too, but like specifically the visual, I think the former Splash Art is a lot better, you know. But yeah, 3-3 Fiora. That's my opinion. I could see her as a 2-3. It's probably better than a 3-2 at least. Karma. The game is becoming faster. 4-4. Okay, Karma is one of my favorite champs to play in Runeterra. The problem is, I don't know if you guys know, but like, if Karma's like a tier 1 champ, it's toxic. Like the meta sucks. Like, if you've played Spooky Karma Mirrors like from back then, you understand. Like, no. Or Karma Ezreal Mirrors were kind of fun because they were like very skill oppressive. That was more of the Ezreal getting changed though, than Karma. But Karma as a 4-4, I think is good enough where it doesn't propel her for tier 1 status. So maybe it's okay, but I would like put that on the watch list. Like that card might not be okay, you know? Like if it gets out of hand. Kindred, 4-5. I could see Kindred being buffed to a 5-5 honestly. Either that or 4 mana 3-3. Um Yeah, Kindred really sucks. Aphelios, since the change to, yeah, okay. I don't know if that's the fix for Aphelios. I think the fix for Aphelios is nerfing Crescendum, bringing his weapons back to 2 costs. Um, or some of his weapons 3, some of his weapons 2. Or only the first weapon as a 2 cost. Or make it harder to get his wound weapons, like 3 spells. There's a lot of things you can do for Aphelios. I haven't like fully theory crafted the right way to buff him, but yeah. Ash to a 5/4, the champion. I think Ash is actually a decent champion right now. I don't think she needs a buff. She's not good, but I think it's just the meta. I don't think it's her. Like if mid-range range, if the meta shifts to more mid-range than like all Bandle City, she'll come back. Like she's fine. Because that's what Ash LeBlanc or Ash Sejuani used to be, right? Non-Bandle Swarm needs some help. Huh. Ranger as a 3/2. Or you could buff Badger Bear. Maybe not buff Badger Bear. But Ranger, uh, non-Bandle Swarm. I don't agree with this. For those who don't know, Scouts is actually like pretty decent right now. Like I think MF Quinn is not bad. MF Poppy is not bad. Or I don't know how MF Poppy is right now, but MF Quinn is definitely not bad. It's pretty good, especially in tournaments. Like you can fit them into some lineups and do really well. So I don't think this needs a buff. I disagree with this. This card, sure. This card sucks. Um, Stalking Shadows, 2 mana. Everyone asked for this. I thought Stalking Shadows was really OP at 2 mana. I think 3 mana Stalking Shadows was more to future-proof Stalking Shadows. Then, because like it wasn't OP at the time, but yeah, I disagree with this. I think in the future, Stalking Shadows will be way too toxic at 2 mana, and they should just leave it at 3. By the Caretaker. Just like Stalking Shadows, it feels like reverting this nerf would only make sense. Um, I don't know. Caretaker is really good, but I could see it. It, uh, yeah, I could see it. Sure. Rude Awakening. This guy really wants Spiders to come back. Spiders is also doing really well, but they don't run this card, so I think it's okay. Make it 5 mana. It doesn't. They don't run this in Lux or Jace decks anyway. I thought about putting this in an Unleash Jace deck. I just didn't. So yeah, 5 mana is fine. Wrote the overall identity of Freljord. For those who don't know, Maverick actually made like a Yeti deck recently. It's not bad, not the best, but for Yeti it's pretty good. And I disagree with all of this. I don't want to make Yetis meta. Um, Yeti should stay with Poros and Elnux and be, you know, you can fit them in some decks, but I don't want them to be a win con. This would be terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. All of this. Icy Eddie, maybe. Because Icy Eddie kind of sucks. But imagine they have like 2 abominable guardians. Like, they just have nuts hands that, it's very uninteractive. Like, it's Omega uninteractive. Uh, I mean, yeah, you can interact with their units, right? You can like blast them, but like, no one's going to beat your board on turn 2 if you have like 3/5/5 overwhelms, 4 maybe. Like it's not gonna happen. Turn 2 or 3, like no. Okay, turn 3, yeah, turn 3 I most. Yeah, I was thinking. Uh-huh. Okay, things I would like to see. A Shen buff maybe. Shen's really bad right now. Um Overall, though, I agree with a lot of the changes. Also, sharp sight slight nerf, either 2-1 or 1-2, plus 2 plus 1 or plus 1 plus 2. I think the card is too good right now. It's like auto included in almost every Demacia deck. I don't think that should be how you deck build. Yeah, anyway, this video has gone on long enough. So, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Happy New Year.